Hey guys, welcome back to Agree to Disagree. We're back to talking playoff hoops. We got Golden State and Denver up next. We got a big matchup out west. The MVP favorite against a team that when they have featured Draymond Green, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson, they are unbeaten in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure. The one time they lost, they didn't have Draymond in the finals. So I saw a stat that said that they are unbeaten. So with those three, the big three, and it looks like Steph is coming back. They're to me, they're the favorite. I trust Steph. They had ups and downs without Steph there. Clay came back a little rocky from his injury, but he's starting to heat up right now. They got the most improved player in the league, Jordan Poole, on their squad. So I think that right now the Golden State Warriors, man, they're a team that I wouldn't want to play right now. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, Golden State is one of the teams that I fear in the West because if it's all going to come down to chemistry because those guys haven't played together over the last couple of years, but when they do play together, and history's shown that they play very very well together.
They
Steph coming
haven't played
back,
together all year. Sorry to cut you off. They haven't played together once this
yeah,
year. All
yeah.
of them.
So Steph coming back is going to be huge. He's obviously their general. He's obviously their best player, and they go as he goes. So if he starts raining those logo threes, they're a really really tough team to beat. You mentioned Jordan Poole. That kid to me, and I think you're in agreement here. I think he's the most improved player this year. I think he's coming into his own. Clay is going to be another guy if he's able to start knocking down shots. Draymond is Draymond. They have Kaminga, they have Gary Payton Jr. They're a very deep team too, and they have played the best in the West, and they play when they're on, they're very tough to beat. So I really like Golden State in this series too. Denver's still without Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray, so they're still not at full strength. I understand that Joker is the MVP and he's a great player, but we saw what happened last year in the playoffs against a good team and they got swept. So I think Golden State does this actually pretty quickly. If Steph plays, I could see it in five. And if Steph's playing well, I can see it in four. Honestly, the Golden State's that good, they're that deep, and they're well coached. On the other side of the ball, I don't mean to disrespect Denver. I don't mean to disrespect, Joker, but I saw it last year firsthand. And when they play a better team, they just fold. And if they crumble early, and if Steph's on, if Clay's on, if Draymond's on, if all these guys are on, I see it being really quick.
Yeah, man. We're in agreement on this one. You brought it up last year. The MVP got swept. I think it's going to happen again this year. Steph, him coming back changes things. If he wasn't there, then yeah, it might be a 6 game series, and I would still favor Golden State slightly. But with Steph back, man, he's a top five player, top three player, the best shooter that ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
He's the straw that stirs the drink, man. He makes everything go over there in Golden State, and they're going to be fired up. This is what they're all about down there now. The regular season they don't really get hyped up for. This is where they get hyped up for. Golden State, they're poised to make a run as long as Steph can keep those ankles healthy. Those ankles have been his Achilles heel for his whole career, his whole life. Has been his ankles. So as long as those ankles can hold up and he's healthy, they're a team that, man, you look down the road and it's like, who do you see beating them, assuming that they're fully healthy? Because they didn't have, like we said, they didn't have a game all year where they played with their full guys. They even got Andre Iguodala, Finals MVP. You add him to the mix with Draymond, with Clay, with Steph. Man, they're a scary, scary team. So we're in agreement, man. I got the broomsticks out on this one. I think it's going to be a clean sweep.
Yeah, and I'm kind of going that way too. Steph is optimistic that he plays tonight. We'll see how he comes in. He runs around the court, man, so he needs that foot. So we'll see how he plays out. But yeah, if they're on, man, they're going to be really tough to beat. Memphis or Phoenix is going to be a really great series if that continues. We both have Memphis going, so that would be a great matchup next round, and that will be a bloodbath. And then they'll have to go through probably Phoenix in the Western Conference. So they have a tough road. But if any team can do it, and you talk about experience and Finals MVP, and this team has that all of it. So they're a playoff ready team. I don't think Denver's there yet. You know, that I understand that Joker is one of the greatest players in basketball, but last year in the playoffs, like, he just didn't show up. And when he got rattled, he fell apart. So
Regular season, you can turn up, man. Playoffs, you need your horses
you
with
need
you,
that
and he
different
doesn't have it at the
level.
moment. Yeah, so
Yeah.
so for sure. So he's just shorthanded right now.
So yeah, man, Golden State, this is the one series that might, piss some people off because Golden State has had their ups and downs, but Golden State's going to turn it up. They're going to sweep. Guys, if you agree with us, let us know. If you disagree, that's why it's called A2D, agree to disagree. Let us know. And, stay tuned because we got some more playoff matchups coming your way.